we are treating Daniel Jones now exactly how we treated Daniel Jones and the whole world treated Daniel Jones or thought of Daniel Jones back at Duke. Let that sink in for you guys. History repeats itself, and we don't even realize it. What is going on, guys? What is going on, 27 Squad? Welcome back in to another video. If you guys are new to the channel, we've gained a lot of subscribers from the past couple of videos, so make sure you guys stay tuned, subscribe. A lot of content coming your way. So without further ado, let's get started. These past couple of days, I was able to reflect and kind of take in everything that's going on with the Giants. That being said, I was able to do a film study on the 49ers game and show everything I learned to you guys. It's the video I uploaded prior to this. I'll leave the card up above for you guys to watch it. And also, I ranted, which is where a lot of the new subscribers came from. I ranted and raged about how we played against the 49ers, and the second half was about the Tank for Trevor squad, right? The Tank for Trevor kind of cult, I guess you would say. And, you know, that film study I did, I also mentioned the Tank for Trevor guys, because we'll get into that after this. I'll put it in post-editing, around my voice, in a few minutes from now, when we really dive into Daniel Jones. But, if there's one thing I realized when watching that film, you know, I did the good, the bad, and the ugly, what the Giants did right, what the Giants did wrong, what we missed out on here, who's to blame for what. If there's one thing I realized, probably the most important thing I realized, is that we are treating Daniel Jones now exactly how we treated Daniel Jones, and the whole world treated Daniel Jones, or thought of Daniel Jones back at Duke. Let that sink in for you guys. So everybody that's saying Tank for Trevor, you know what's funny? The same people, minus a couple, I know a couple, I'm not going to mention names, but the same people that said, that are saying Tank for Trevor right now are the same people that said, well, Daniel Jones's tape doesn't look as good at how good of a prospect he is, and you know he's gonna be better in the NFL. Think about the players around him. He had nobody. Okay, you tell me who he has now. I'll wait. Never has anybody healthy. Lost your star running back. By the way, that star running back couldn't run behind this atrocious offensive line. Young and developing, but still atrocious. All right. He's dealing with receivers that can't get open. Damian Ratley can't catch a pass, and he's out there a lot. CJ Board, are you kidding me? Sterling Shepard on IR with a toe injury. Golden Tate dealing with some injuries himself. Also can't make separation. And play calling that's not up to par. Because I did my film review. What about you? What about the Tank for Trevor guys? You guys watching film? Are you guys watching the All-22 film like I am? Are you guys really putting your money to where your mouth is legitimately? And quite frankly, literally? I did. I got NFL Game Pass. Get NFL Game Pass. If you guys really believe what you're saying, let's go into film. Let's watch film together. And let me show you how you're wrong. When I look at Daniel Jones' tape, it reminds me a lot of Daniel Jones' tape at Duke. He tried to be the hero. That's pretty much the moral of the story. The gist of the story. He tries to be the hero. He believes in himself a little too much. You guys know he has those fumbling issues. Well, when I look at film, it just looks like he's too attentive to downfield and trying to make a play that he doesn't know what's around him. And I'm not excusing him. Let's get this disclaimer straight before I see that in the comments. I'm not excusing Daniel Jones. And I'll get it. My first example, I'll start with that. I'm not excusing Daniel Jones whatsoever. Some of his, I mentioned it. I said it in my rant. All four of his interceptions were boneheaded. He wasn't beat schematically. He was beat by himself. He beat himself. There was no scheme or look that he was fooled by. He just got anxious, threw the ball where he shouldn't have. Eyed the receiver down too long, got frustrated. Okay? Rookie mistakes, inexcusable. I'm still pissed about it. Don't you worry. All right? But let's get up to my first example. And I'll put the play in post-editing. The 49ers interception that Daniel Jones had targeting Evan Ingram. I want you guys to tell me who was open. And I want you guys to tell me who was open or what should Daniel Jones have done. Better yet, what would Trevor do? WWTD. What would Trevor do? Right? Let's go over these plays, man. That 49ers interception. Matter of fact, I'm going to snap up OBS right now. All right? So, let's break it down together. Let's pause it. Pause. All right. You tell me here. Anybody. I don't know why that pause button is there. It's not usually there. I promise. It's not usually there. You guys tell me. Anybody. Where Daniel Jones should have thrown here? Pressure in his face. You could say, oh, the running back. KB. The running back. Dump it off, KB. He has to dump it off. First off, let me tell you this straight up. Even if Gallman, or who was this? Gallman or who the hell was this? Looks like Gallman. I could be wrong. Might be Dion Lewis. Even if the running back got his head around, everybody would say, Daniel Jones just dumps it off all the time. He can't get anybody open. All right. You tell me who was open, hotshot. What would Trevor do? WWTD. What would Trevor do? Look at this blitz. The 49ers know how to play zone so well. It's unreal. They could blitz anybody. They can rush anybody. This is just a four-man rush, too. He's still able to get around. Look how quickly Ziggy Ansah gets around, too. Ziggy Ansah's right here. Look how quickly he stunts inside. Dion Lewis doesn't even chip him. Nothing. Get around him. Daniel Jones had to throw this ball before the running back even got out. He didn't have a dump out. He didn't have a safety blanket at all. So, I'm not excusing this play. Here's Evan Ingram here, right behind the play button. Look at this. I mean, I'm not excusing this, all right? Don't think for a second I'm excusing this, but Daniel Jones in this situation would not want to take a sack. He's not outside of the tackle box, cannot throw it away. He's got pressure in his face. He had nowhere to throw the ball. He got anxious, got frustrated, and threw the ball. Okay? Now, I'm going to put 80% of fault on Daniel Jones. You shouldn't have done it. But the other 20%, caused the 80%. That's bad play calling. Who runs this? This play is so vanilla. You're not scheming your guys open. It seems like they know what you're running before you even run it. Look how fast Fred Warner breaks on this ball. All right, and look how the safety takes care of the slot guy, and the slot corner understands that there's safety help, and the corner goes out and helps the wide receiver. Look how in sync this defense is. Look at this. They're practically saying there's Justin Timberlake out there. They're so in sync. Right? Look at this. This is what Daniel Jones was facing from the third quarter on to the fourth quarter in that game. Complete lockdown defense. At this point of the game, the 49ers completely understood what the Giants were running, this vanilla play calling, and completely went off the You tell me what should have Trevor done? What should Trevor do? How would Trevor fix this? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. It doesn't make any sense. We're treating Daniel Jones the same way we treated him at Duke. He had no options there at Duke. Everybody said don't mind his stats. Don't mind his interceptions. Don't mind his fumbles. Don't mind his losses. But you're not giving him the same excuses now. Is that what it is? Let me tell you something. The Giants in the NFL is what Duke is in college football right now. That's how bad the Giants are. You could say, but it's an NFL team. You got first round picks around them. some of them are first round picks, right? Evan Ingram, first round pick, I guess. I don't think Golden Tate was. Andrew Thomas, Kevin Zeitler, maybe? I don't know if he's a first round pick. I can't remember. That's it. I mean, look at this offense. This offense is the Duke of the NFL. Duke football. Not the good Duke, like the Duke, right? Everybody wants to throw out this whole notion that back in the day when Daniel Jones was drafted out of Duke, everybody's like, oh, just disregard everything, disregard the stats, just look how he plays. Just look at his throwing motion, look at his deep ball accuracy, which by the way he ranks high in PFF this year in deep ball accuracy. Just mentioning that. He's not doing everything wrong. But don't mind his high interception rate. Don't mind that stuff. But yet we have to disregard that and hold him accountable here. All you guys that don't watch film, you probably don't understand this. I want you guys to tell me who we should have hit. I don't know. And you might be saying, KB, this is one example. You guys want me to. I'll make a whole film review on Daniel Jones and tell you guys why Daniel Jones is being disrespected right now. Daniel Jones does not have the right talent around him. Trevor Lawrence, I guarantee you Trevor Lawrence would put up equal amount, if not probably a little better, who knows, a little better production than Daniel Jones would have been. Are you ready to give up on a quarterback that could be your future? Waste a first round pick and drafting another quarterback with still no pieces around him? Being that, who knows, we might let go of Saquon Barkley? Are you ready to do that? Does that make sense to you? At the end of this video, you guys need to tell me, you guys need to tell me, are you still convinced tank for Trevor should be a thing for the Giants? Come on, man. Give me a break. Give me a freaking break, man. Go watch the film. Watch the All-22 film before you guys are commenting about this. I respect all you guys. You guys are my subscribers. You guys watch my videos. You tune in. You care about my opinions. I care about yours too. So I'm trying to tell you, get off this bandwagon. It's stupid. And I'm telling you right now, that will be the reason. The ownership listens to the fans a little too much. You guys will be dooming this franchise if you do so. Not by drafting Trevor Lawrence in itself, because Trevor Lawrence is going to be a hell of a quarterback. I understand that. Hell, if we didn't have a quarterback, I would be all over the freaking Trevor train. If we didn't have a potential franchise quarterback. If we still had a Kyle Oleta or Davis Webb, I would go all out for Trevor Lawrence. But we drafted this guy 6th overall. And everybody wants to throw in the whole Arizona Cardinals thing. That has only happened once because the chances of it happening are so slim. Everybody says it. If you miss on a quarterback, or if you give up on your first round pick, it's going to set you back years to come. If you have a first round bust, it's going to set you back years to come. We already had to deal with what we had to deal with DeAndre Baker. We have to deal with a lot of first round busts. Eric Flowers, Eli Apple. The list goes on and on. Do you want another guy we just give up on? Saquon Barkley might be a guy we move on from. Do you really want to be that franchise? Do you really want to be the Cleveland Browns? Ask yourself that. I'm out.